Crispy on the outside, flaky fish inside. And this is a Korean fish omelette. Welcome back to Wok Wednesdays. I'm Jeremy from School of Wok, London's premier Asian cookery school. I can't wait to show you this one. It's a Wok Less Wednesday Korean fish omelette. I'm going to start with some spring onion and some chilli, which I'm going to beat into the egg mix, finely chopped. The rest of the spring onion, I'm just going to use for garnish. So I'll cut them into nice, long, thin matchsticks. Part of the beauty of Asian cooking is that you don't need lots and lots of different fresh ingredients. You can garnish with one part of spring onion and flavour with the other. And chilli needs to be finely chopped as well. If you don't want to use bird eye chilli, you can just use sort of half a large red chilli for a little less spice, but I like it spicy. Eggs. A generous pinch of salt, white pepper, and some sesame oil. Take the time, beat those eggs. This is one of those dishes that, you can imagine my Korean auntie just making and whipping up because it's wholesome and easy to make. You just have it with the chili oil that I'll make on the side and some rice and some veg. Really simple stuff. Got 1 clove of garlic here. There's a lot of garlic in Korean cooking. That's where all the lovely flavour comes from. I'm not really going to sort of cook this much. I'm just going to use some hot oil to sizzle it. So you want to get it nice and finely chopped up. I've got my garlic, some Korean chili powder here. Just has this nice sort of sweetness to it. It's not like mega spicy. Sesame seeds. Give that a good mix together. I'm going to add a few of these sliced spring onions into there as well. I'm going to heat some vegetable oil on a high heat. And once it's smoking hot, I'm going to switch it off, let it cool for about 10 to 15 seconds before I then pour it over this mix here. The reason for that is I want it to sizzle up, but I don't want it to burn the chili flakes. So as soon as you see it smoking, you want to switch that off. Let it just cool for about 15 seconds. If we push it to 30, that's also fine. And then you're going to pour that so it gets that light sizzle over the top. And that just cooks that garlic very quickly and the chili flakes and brings out the oils of both along with the spring onion. Now we're going to season it. Light soy sauce, some mirin for a little bit of sweetness, and then a little bit more sesame oil. So it's kind of like a sesame chili drizzle. A nice chunky piece of white fish is always good for this. And I like these sort of square portions, cod loin or something like that. You can season this plain flour with some salt and pepper. And then just cover each piece of fish with your flour and then place it into your egg. As you can see, this is really very easy because from here, after we've omeleted your fish, all we have to do is pan fry it. Now, so long as each piece of fish is nicely coated in the egg, then you're good to go. Once your oil's nice and hot, each piece of fish can be just carefully laid into your frying pan. Now, the way these pieces are sitting in the pan right now is the more classic way of cooking. But I hate to waste all this egg, and I quite like that sort of crispy base from like crispy fried eggs, the Asian way. So I'm going to do that. Once your fish has gone in on high heat, I'd recommend lowering the heat to medium heat so that the fish actually cooks all the way through. I will add more egg on top of this when I'm ready, but I'm going to turn it first and start to cook both sides so that it cooks all the way through, and so that the egg doesn't burn. I want it crispy but not burnt. Once your fish is sort of, the whiteness on the bottom half has gone past the halfway point, then you're pretty much ready to turn it. So I'm just going to add a bit more egg onto each piece before I turn it. I'm going to turn the heat up, and then I'm going to flip those over. And get this lovely golden brown finish. Ooh, look at that. I mean, if you're on a high protein diet, this is good for you. More egg. We will cook that through one last time. I'm on quite a high heat now. And just let that egg cook through well before I just flip it once more to finish off the last bit of sort of raw egg on the top there. Now, I'm on a high heat once more. I'm going to take that down a notch in a second just to cook through that second half before I then crisp it all up. So I'm just going to give them one last flip. So this is definitely more rough and ready than sort of if you were to get this in a restaurant. But I, A, don't like to waste the egg, and B, I quite like this sort of craziness of the look of it. I'm on a high heat now, so I just want to make sure it crisps up on all sides. And it kind of looked like one massive egg with a huge white fishy egg yolk inside. Not sure if I'm selling it to you guys, but that is cool. All right. This amazing chili oil over each piece. This dish is like cooking a pan-fried sort of fish and chips, where it's the easiest batter you ever made. Just egg. If you like this recipe, you want to learn more, don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, ding, hit that notification bell, and there's loads more spicy food and more on the channel.